following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
You don't need them. You're
the
young,
man
you're
who
beautiful.
burned down Club Neon Overdrive is telling me not to.
Yeah, and
the
I didn't
same
do that
thing.
with the help of a corpo, and I didn't do that manipulating people.
You kind of did.
Not with technology, not with something that influences their mind. I just convinced them of
No
the truth.
one would listen to me without it.
Yes, they would. You're young, you're beautiful, you're talented, you've got the whole world out there, but you're throwing it away. You're just becoming some corpo's tool for industrial sabotage. The reason they're not asking for anything for you is either two reasons. One, they're going to ask later, and because you're going to owe them, you're going to say yes. Or two, because you're doing for them what they want. You're keeping their hands clean. You fell right into their lap. They want to get rid of Arasaka too, because Arasaka's competition. And they can just do it through you and keep their hands completely clean. And you're the one who's going to take the fall when the cops or whoever it is comes for you.
You don't understand. I wanted to make a difference. I needed to make a difference. And I knew that they, despite all the punishment, that they were still weaseling around it. And I will make them pay. You
make them pay. Don't let any piece of technology make them pay. Do it on your own merits, and don't do it for these
I
shills.
invented it.
Yeah.
No one else can do it but me.
And how do you know it's being used properly? Are you
I'm
using
the
it?
only one who can use it.
Yeah, but you said there was a computer involved. And technology, did they fund it? Did they give
yes.
you... Yes, of course. They gave you the technology and the parts. How do you know that someone is not manipulating things and making it more powerful than it normally is?
Roger, you have no idea how powerful it could be.
That doesn't...
The computer, the way it changes people, it cannot be done over audio waves. It's not possible.
Well, that's why people can
In
listen.
order for my technology to reach someone, they have to already have a disposition towards it. It would be impossible for someone to suddenly have an opposite reaction that they would normally have. They already have to be swimming down the stream.
Sip gravy boy.
Really? What happened? Let me guess.
Mr. Corpo suddenly...
Mr. Corpo suddenly started being anti-corporate?
Yeah.
Maybe his resentment towards what happened to him took over. If I find a way, Roger. I've used my machines to kindle love affairs, to bring down evil, sneaky, deceptive corporate shills. I think I may have even stopped a gang war. Who are you to say this is wrong?
It's indoctrination. You're
I
manipulating
don't believe
people's
so.
minds.
People already hate the corpos. They just need the motivation. And I'm not you. I'm not talented enough to do it without it.
You are.
We proved
You're
that
using
the
it
other
as a
night.
crutch.
I'm not convinced.
Do I have to make some kind of... I mean, I don't know if it'll work anyway, because it might not work because the plot has to continue, but...
I think you'll find that generally doesn't actually stop you from being able to throw spanners and things.
Yeah, we usually absolutely ruin his plans.
Okay, is it... No, it won't be pure
This
coal.
will be
Persuade.
concentration. Oh, right. I actually have put some insurance policies in by giving her 10s in the stats that resist persuasions.
So, is it persuasion, or...?
Yes.
Sweet, my boy 10's into a 10.
I'd just like to point out that doing that hasn't actually helped, so you might as well stop.
What's that?
Doing that hasn't helped at all, so you might as well stop.
I mean, I only got to 19 with that one.
Yeah, but you're not close.
Huh.
I know Okay. Your friend,
Which one?
Victor.
Okay, yeah.
My security has her.
Why?
I don't know if you know this, but she's Arasaka maid. She's a plaything for them. She's another shell in this country against all the laws. She's a sleeper agent for Arasaka.
Can you prove that?
I have her confession.
Oh no. Oh no.
Can you make her resist torture drugs?
Damn it!
Please, Roger.
Damn it! Damn it! Can I roll and see him doing that? Because I am watching.
there was skies in
Oh, come on!
Okay. What you get is an audio recording, and it is basically just like some guy is just like, right, okay, she should be perfectly amenable to answer questions now. We've gotten rid of these directives. Directives? Yeah, she had some kind of like kill switch in her head about revealing information and proprietary hardware. Jesus Christ, it's worse than us. I know, right? Okay. What is your name? I am designated Vector. Okay, who are you? I am nobody. I thought you said she was ready for questions. No, this is really fucked up. She's been programmed worse than we've done. Really? I thought no one else had access to this technology. She's an FBC, basically a programmable machine at this point. Who made you? I am a product of Arasaka Bioengineering. Arasaka, huh? Well, that's everything we suspected. Why are you here? I was brought here against my will. Why are you here in Night City? Because that is where I am deployed. By Arasaka. Not directly. Okay. And if Arasaka wanted, you would just work for their goals, indeed. And it ends there.
She's not here on Arasaka. What she probably means, also taking up the thing, is that
Yes,
she's probably got some kind of thing that they can switch on and just turn her to their will.
Exactly. We've removed that.
Good. But there's still something left deep inside her. Might not like seem it, but there's humanity buried right down in there.
We've brought some of that out.
Aha! You haven't heard her, have you?
Yes,
What? Why would you do that?
because she likes it. Now.
What, after you made her like it? Or caused her to like it? Or she didn't like it before? Like, maybe some of those people you were singing to didn't want to ride against Arasaka before, but they do now. Like that?
They always wanted to.
Because deep down everybody hates the corp. It's the right thing to think, except the corps themselves.
So I take it you won't be playing with us tonight.
No, I've got to say this at the start. I was going to say at the start of the conversation, I think she interrupted me with something and then I forgot. No, I'm going to play for you either way. It was always going to be the plan. I'm just hoping I could talk some sense into you. Because I think you've got real talent. And you could make a difference. But I just think you're going about it the wrong way.
This is what I am. I need it.
You don't need it. It's like a junkie saying. Or
It's
an
funny, no
alcoholic.
one listened to me before. Then I found out that if I just sung a certain way, You don't understand, Roger. You've got talent.
Are you saying you don't?
You're saying I don't.
No, I
My
didn't.
talent was building the machine.
I told you had talent. I'm sure people love your songs even when they're not being influenced by them. People are listening to you outside of going to your concerts, you know. They're enjoying the music. And it's having no effect on them, then it can't affect them like that.
It can't.
Exactly.
The technology only works live.
And how many people have been passing around tracks?
I don't know. It can't be that many.
There must be plenty. I mean, there's people who are showing up who've never been to your concerts before. Word gets around.
Well, Graves have that knowledge because I'm looking up that stuff.
What knowledge?
How often her tracks are being passed around over the net because of the...
That would be really hard to...
I thought he might have had it from beforehand.
But, like, you know, there'd be sub-forums and that on the thing of just like, oh, you know, we can meet up and bootleg some...
So we know what happens, but we obviously can't keep a number to it.
But people are showing up to your concerts who have never heard you live before because they're already fans. And they're not being influenced by that stuff because they can't. It's just simple mathematics.
I'll think about it. I'll see you at the concert tonight at 8. But I need to go.
I'm sorry I've upset you. You're clearly not the same bubbly personality you were earlier.
He'll leave, and so will the entire occupancy of the bar, apart
Yep.
from you three.
Yep.
I was wondering.
Yo.
So, what'd you find out?
Oh, I'd probably just put a hairdryer to my dick.
What do you mean?
So I'm not getting this wet from her anytime soon after that.
That's not Roger. It's not the important thing here.
She says she'll try. She doesn't have any hope that it's going to work. Well, she says that.
I mean about Victor, about who's backing her, about the important things.
Info dump.
She created this.
Yeah.
This technology seems very similar to what was happening in Neon Overdrive by Militech.
Well, maybe they're the ones that funded her. There's someone funding her.
Wouldn't that be ironic? A certain someone has us looking into whether or not a certain other company is responsible for a certain thing this woman believes another company did to her appearance. And she's could be potentially receiving funding from the people truly responsible. All hypotheticals, of course, we know not the truth.
Did you ask where Victor was?
They've got Victor. Her security does.
I feel like Sebastian would want to
Apparently
know
they've
that.
broken down her security measures.
Oh no.
And some of her personality's starting to leak out.
Oh, she's gonna get... If we call Sebastian and tell him about this, she's gonna get...
We're not calling Sebastian to tell him about this.
What?
What's the point calling him? We don't have her back yet. Got nothing to report.
It doesn't matter. Like, if we get her back, right?
He'll find out.
Then he'll ask us.
Well, then we can tell him then. Let's work on getting her back yet. There's no sense getting him on our asses before we've even found her again.
He might even get... If Militech is the corporation backing her, that's one of the bigger ones. It's just...
You saw how many people were in this club for her.
Tell you what, we'll give him 24 hours and then we'll call him and do something about it.
My other concern is, of course, now they'll know that we know, and they'll be more alert.
And
We may not be able to get her back.
I'm surprised they didn't take us. Now, what did you chip into your head?
Footage of her being interrogated by
It's
security.
just audio.
Oh, just audio of her being interrogated.
No, actually, I mean, you want it to be footage, it can be.
I thought footage would make more sense because audio can just be manipulated and it's harder to believe it.
Okay. In which case, you'd be a lot more pissed.
Oh.
You'll just pass the footage to Ken.
Well, that's the footage. Oh. I'm not giving it back.
Fine.
Let's just say that the lyrics in a particular song were kind of true.
Yeah, higher up, and
Yeah, rise up, resistant disorder.
the more that I think about it, there are commands.
She likes it.
Of course she likes it. She's been told that she likes it. And I did
She does very much.
I did warn you that slotting anything in directly bypasses the hearing, so her
Yeah, I know.
stuff could have conditioned you.
I know. I had to look at it. Okay. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. I needed to see.
We could have. I could have looked at it.
I know.
Now I could have bypassed all that.
We could have made a program
Graves
to
hit.
block that.
You've
Well,
got you've got the program made already. Your program would have blocked it all.
I'm concerned that we need support if we're going to even attempt
That's
to
what
get
I'm
her
saying. That we might actually have to tell Sebastian.
back. We don't have the hardware to take on that many guys. And if it's Militech, then they have real hardware. And if it's anyone, they have real hardware.
Especially when the number of they turned out for just a friendly chat, which
In
they
a public place.
and they know all about what we're talking about.
So you want Militech or whoever it is to come in and just shoot up the place?
No, whoever Sebastian works for.
Yeah, okay.
back us
Whoever
up.
him. Do you want a bunch of armed goons to come in and just shoot up the place?
I don't think Sebastian works like that. He's more of a scalpel, which is why he uses us.
The alternative might be that Victor disappears with them.
Just
Can you kill that many men? And stop her from getting taken away? Especially if she's going with them willingly, air quotes.
like if what you've told us is true, she's fully into.
If they weren't aware we were going after them, then we could probably pull something off. But they'll know now.
I mean, do what you want to do. I'm just going to go play and hope that things work out.
We can't stop you, Roger. But
I don't want to help, but I can't help but monitor your conversations now. You may make a concentration check.
Just
What's the
Graves, or-
DV?
I don't want to tell you yet.
if you have to use it,
Can I ask if a 13 would be enough?
Not quite.
So if I did that and some luck,
Say 1 point.
done.
cool.
Let me open
So
this.
last time you needed a bunch of hustle for a thing like this. You had a couple of chooms called Jojo and Grim who were in a fledgling group called Maelstrom, who are known to be largely made of metal and weapons, and they like things like this.
They
Although
do.
the music might not be to their taste.
If we don't want to get Sebastian involved, there is always Jojo and Grim.
But wouldn't that be even worse?
Potentially. But they would be... Well, they would be quite effective.
I've seen them in action, but again,
But they also might... The Maelstrom might invite the crowd to leave, given their reputation.
what if the music affected them?
Well, that could be problematic. We would still want to get the that aspect of it dealt with.
But anybody you get on board, you're going to want to make immune to that stuff.
They actually, given their chrome, may already possess the probably an implanted version of the protective device. And this would allow us an amount of freedom post-recovery to discuss things with Victor.
All three of us have a different opinion on this. This is probably the... You wish to do nothing.
I don't wish to do nothing.
No, I mean, you want to get up and play.
Well, I'm going to get up and play.
That's right.
I want to see if she can prove to herself what I believe.
I believe having Roger on the stage is beneficial. He has the potential to sway the crowd in our favour.
Perhaps.
You want...
I don't know if I can
All the
compete with
times the
that.
Victor's not here for me to be able to chip in.
Yeah. You want to bring Maelstrom in.
Well, just if we are opposed to bringing Sebastian in.
I mean, I can see the benefit of bringing in... If we bring in somebody like that, whether it's them or not, it's somebody who's going to do things our way, whereas if you get hold of Sebastian and Militic, they're just going to sweep in and do whatever the fuck they want and fuck things up, because they're like, no, we're going to get back our property. They're not going to listen to us on how we want things done, is what I'm saying. They're going to be like, no, you're our hires. Thanks for telling us, but we're just going to sweep in and do what we want. Fuck you and your plans.
What's that?
Your girlfriend's here,
She made quite the entrance.
and a couple of other guys.
Oh,
One of them's just a shifting humanoid shape of static.
Militic's already there.
and the other...
Looks like some kind of soldier, like a World War One era
I'm just
soldier,
saying that, like, if you
but 12 feet tall.
get hold of Sebastian
Made
or
of blue
whoever
neon.
else, then
I will do
or
the
Arasaka,
eye
or
thing.
like whatever. That he's just going to like go. I'll just hire a bunch of
Hello?
dudes to go in and shoot
Maria
up the place to get him back or
friends?
whatever.
But so will his Maelstrom.
No, because they'll listen to us. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
We
Whereas
have
Sebastian will just do whatever the
visitors.
fuck he wants because he's above us.
Sorry.
We have visitors.
What?
The digital kind.
Can we see them?
Hold on.
No,
Oh,
only he can see them.
Oh.
He's the only one with virtuality.
That's what I thought,
virtuality.
I will turn the... Should I turn my input on?
I'm not sure that would matter.
So I can hear her.
Oh, yes, that could be beneficial.
Is it okay for me to open it up because...
I'll turn to Maria. I don't know if she could turn on the thing so she can hear you. Would that be problematic?
It should be alright.
It should be fine.
Should be. Oh crap, I've done that thing again. Where I've turned off the network card and I need stuff off the...
Ah.
Just give me a sec, sorry. That's... Yeah, it should be fine for her to do that. It's just audio input, right? It's not a Neuralink connection or anything.
It's not a Neuralink connection by any chance.
No, it's the micro video camera. 'Cause what does it turns on the audio video recording. It's how she talked to me last time.
Right. Yes, that should be fine.
Turn that on.
Oh crap, it might not be on the shared folder.
Guess I'll just let you talk and listen, and I'll just
Given
Wait.
the...
wait in ignorance until you can give me what's going on down.
Of course.
That's not it. It must be the way of it. Excellent.
We put bullets inside of our bullets.
So I need to. And then. Okay, right, good to go. Sorry.
And your
So
friends
am I
are-
allowed to talk now?
Yes, we were all civil.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Well, these are some associates.
Pleasure to meet the both of you.
You couldn't possibly pronounce his name, and you've met Devil.
Ah. Somewhat come around as familiar. Friends now, are we?
And things are different. You're in a lot of trouble, Gravy.
With our particular problem or something else?
Well, I've been analyzing things. Concert footage, mainly. There's a carrier wave in some of that audio, and it can be really destructive if played back through bad equipment.
Yes, we've somewhat figured that out. Causes a lot of headaches and things when it doesn't work. And in person, when it does, it influences your decision making. And figure out a program to translate that at some point.
You can't. Devil says that it's worse than you think. Prolonged exposure to the damaged audio through substandard equipment can lead to permanent neurological damage requiring cybernetic replacement of that part of the brain.
That is significantly worse.
Basically, any equipment designed to play back music will be fine. It'll have no effect whatsoever. But if you've got a crap speaker, it could distort the waveform and could cause neurological damage, or at least headaches.
There's a lot of people sharing recordings of her... Well, some people sharing recordings of her concerts and the like. Of course, controlling what they play it back on is impossible, so it's likely already happening. Well, at least...
Well, I don't know if you know this, but live, this audio track could influence a human brain.
Yes, it's pushed me to do some things, and the people around us to do some things.
Nothing you weren't already capable of, Gravy.
Yeah, well, I would have liked to have gone about it slightly differently. And preferably with a different target. But we know they have Victor.
Look,
But they know we know.
I have an offer for you. Well, I don't have an offer at all, actually. I don't have much experience with this kind of thing, but, okay, so if you can find a way to connect the thing doing it to, say, an alternate portal, we have an expert at system disruption who's willing to damage it permanently, but he'll want let out.
And who is this? Do you think it would be a good idea? I see.
This swings and roundabouts here, Gravy.
Would this preserve the actual speakers in use?
It's not the speakers it's going to destroy.
I know, but it...
This is all dependent on whether or not it has a net architecture.
I have the... Oh, no. Sorry, that was from before the... Okay. Well, I'll assess that on site. If I can pull it off, maybe that's what we'll do.
No, she generates the signal.
Mm-hmm.
What, a person generates it? Is that? possible.
Well, see,
Could be a cyberware.
she does have a
The
computer
big soldier
program
guy
that
says,
enhances it.
It could be possible. It is not entirely outside of the realms of fantastic possibility.
She's
Many things have we seen pass between the stars of thought. A human body, almost sublimating. They would have to have incredible control over their vocal performance. I would almost estimate it beyond normal human capability. It must be an exterior object.
she has a computer that enhances it.
Like, she sings in a specific way. She learned how to sing in a way, developed how to sing with her vocal cords, but she needs the computer to enhance it to make it as effective as it is. Hence, the corpos funding the...
That's right. So to destroy, you have to destroy her.
Well, no, you can destroy the computer equipment that...
You can rebuild computer equipment
True.
to do what they wish to say. They promise to destroy it forever.
From what you said, there
That's not feasible.
I don't want to
I will
destroy
put it to
her.
them.
That's what I'm saying.
There is, if it is indeed located within this person, there is an option. You could shoot her until she is dead.
it may come to that, though she has a
May
lot
come
of
to what?
assistance. A more violent option.
So we're going to kill somebody because their vocal cords can do a thing.
We
Because-
may have to.
Because a person is conditioning other people.
Yeah, but
And there's something
Which
else,
is-
but
Devil says that you're all wearing audio level dampeners.
Yes.
They're not going to work.
how come?
Yes, how come? Right. Okay, that does make sense. Okay, so audio level dampeners prevent certain frequencies from getting through, but they don't prevent every frequency from getting through, which is why you can have a conversation, right?
Yes.
This presupposes that it's certain ultra-high frequency noises similar to those accompanied by a flashbang that are responsible for the alterations in behavior. They are not. Why didn't you bring that? Devil says that the frequency is carried on a delta signal, which means it's ULF, ultra low frequency.
Yes, that's what I'm blocking with them.
That's not what they block.
We have modified them some.
Okay. But you can still hear. If it doesn't work, she'll just change.
Then we have to be quicker. It has to be pre-performance almost.
She now knows we've got them and she's already going to counter them.
Yeah.
wait, what?
The air protection isn't going to work. Especially because she's aware we have them now.
Well, yeah.
And there is an additional side effect they told us about just before, Roger. You know how when we listen to it through our terrible TV, sometimes we get the headaches?
Yeah, yeah.
Prolonged exposure to that destroys parts of your brain, requires surgery.
Okay, can your virtual friends provide some kind of thing you can show her that proves that? Because she might stop if she realises she's literally hurting people's brains.
I
don't think she's a bad person. She's just
don't
deluded.
I don't think she's going to stop no matter what we give her, Roger.
Oh, just so you just don't think she is? So you just fuck her and let's kill her?
No, that's not what I said, Roger.
So you're saying that she's just going to do it no matter what? Even she doesn't want to really hurt people. She just wants to hurt the corpos.
wants
If she
to
realises
hurt-
she's hurting people,
But
she might stop.
she's already hurting people. The number of people that have been killed during the riots that she's instigated.
Yes, exactly. I didn't get quite round to telling her that before she left.
No, but she knows all this. She can't not know that she's been killing these people already. And she believes it's collateral damage.
Because she believes they believe in her cause.
Yes.
The same that any, I suppose, leader of a... you right?
Departure?
Leader of a group would
There's another
believe.
woman there now.
Oh. Nice to meet you.
I have to go.
Of course. Be careful.
They all disappear.
They're gone now. A newcomer took her away for something.
Oh.
I don't think she would stop.
Of my life. What's happening?
But so you don't think that she'll stop because she realises she's literally melting people's brains?
She already knows she's killing them.
Yeah, but there's a difference between believing somebody is dying for your cause by going out there and fighting the corpse and doing literal damage to them yourselves.
Either way,
With
Devil, who seems to be the specialist, not dead, by the way.
I
he's still
know,
with us,
I heard, yes.
is gone. So, whether or not she knows, you could bring it up to her, but if she's as knowledgeable and backed by as many people, by the people we think that she could be, then she likely is already aware. You could try, but there's nothing we can show her to help.
I don't think she'll necessarily be aware of what it's doing to people when you said it as like...
Then bring it up to her before the show.
I'll bring it up to before the show and then we can go from there. But I mean, you're right, we do have to stop her. I just don't want to see her get killed.
If we have to, and if it's feasible and doable, I will connect to the old net. If she's not willing to stop, this is something that we have to stop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't disagree with that.
Again, that will possibly kill her.
Potentially, yes.
Excuse me. Sorry. Pardon me. Just leaving.
Isn't it
Perhaps.
silver skinned?
Yep.
Yeah. Was she in the silver at the time? I don't quite remember.
No, she wasn't one of them.
Right. Huh.
Beep, 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 beep. Hello, Netwatch. You'll never believe who I just saw.
So what's that plan?
Get out of here for a start. But... So, no, I still think we will need backup should shit hit the fan. While I may be slightly altruistic enough to prevent something like this, I'm not willing to die for it.
No. So
There's tons.
So who's the backup that you want? I mean, none that we will invite we can control.
We can if you're paying them.
Until it gets really fun and then it just stops being a worry.
Maelstrom are not exactly the most controllable either.
If you want to go and tell Sebastian, like, go ahead if you think that's best, but I just think he'll just take matters into his own hands and won't consult with us.
To be fair, it's not exactly our business.
I mean, Victor isn't ours.
She shouldn't
Sorry.
belong to anybody.
You're absolutely right. But I would rather be on friendly terms with Sebastian, who can blow my brain up at any moment.
That is true. A constant concern in our lives.
It has always been my concern. I rather like my head where it is.
Sell out.
Look, I want to get Victor back as much as the next person. I just get the feeling he'd fuck it up. But if you don't think he will...
I think he is more vested in Victor than we do.
Yeah, so he doesn't care if he'll kill a bunch of concert goers or musicians.
I think that would be a little too public.
I think so too. But same thing with having Jojo and that.
Who's to stop them from going wild?
Nothing will stop them from going wild.
That's true.
If they get caught up or in a little frenzy or go psycho.
Or get the music.
Go psycho.
Yeah, well, if the music,
hardware.
if what the devil just told us, Maelstrom wouldn't be able to block it out either.
No. At least not without being aware of what they would need
Actually,
to be
there might
blocking
be a
and
way
have
they
the
could
time.
potentially do it.
Go deaf.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
They might have an ability to do that because they're more metal.
Well,
than
we can do the
man.
same thing. That's the only way that we can stop it.
That is true. If we had some flashbangs, we could deafen ourselves before we went in.
No, we can make these
Or
block.
Oh, or
Stop,
wear
just-
earmuffs.
Not-
Though those killstroms, I don't know if we have enough blocking potential.
Roger, you're familiar with concert equipment. You may make a basic tech check to know about this. Since it is niche equipment, and I realize Roger is probably the least tech-savvy person
Yep.
here.
Nothing in it. Got to 9. Rolling a 6.
Not enough! Okay, I'm happy.
He's placated. Okay, go ahead and call Sebastian if you want. I'm not going to call him. I'm washing my hands of that side of things.
Alright, who's doing it?
I'm the cold heartless one, I'll do it. We'll call Sebastian. I will go somewhere private to call Sebastian.
Where is somewhere private?
You could just go home.
Yeah, I think
And
we'll
then
go
call
home
him
first.
What?
Just give
We're
him
going to have to go home before the concert
You're wrong.
anyway.
Go into one of the houses and call Sebastian.
Yes.
We have located where she will be. There are problems.
Of course there are.
First, the more mundane issue is a severe amount of backup protecting this particular. It was General Electric. Her security took them, and we believe they have a pretty severe corporate backer.
And her security are some nomad group.
I believe that while she may have employed
El
some nomad
Diablos
group,
Locos.
she may have something more. She has a method of. I will call to simplify it, mind control.
That's
Auditory mind control. She's invented some sort of device. You may be aware that I led a raid on a Arasaka shell company a few nights ago.
That was you, was it?
I was
Did you
suffering.
enjoy yourself?
Well, yes.
I understand smashing these international scofflaws can be a thrilling experience.
We have to burn those corpses. Sorry about that.
I
Trying to
see.
stay professional. They have a computer capable, if you're hooked up to it like a BD, that can is more powerful. And Victor has been hooked up to this device. They have removed her. What do they call them?
Proprietary.
Programming, essentially.
Yeah, some of the programming relating to, for instance, the defense of her proprietary hardware.
That is not supposed to be possible.
And apparently they have brought out some latent personality traits that she may have...
She's not supposed to have any.
Well, apparently she does now, and they may
I
be...
feel I've been sold a bill of bum goods.
So there are potential changes, and also she could be brainwashed to their side. At least in the short term.
Sounds like you're fucked.
So we called you.
And you... I understand. You want me to put my top men on this.
Or at least provide
Well,
us
guess
some
what
assistance.
you are? My problem solvers. Solve the problem.
God,
Jojo,
if we're his top man, he's fucked.
Well,
The worst part is that's how I saw it going. But I had to make
You
the
like
argument.
yourself, yeah.
I had to make the
Look.
argument.
My point of view, if you can't solve this if you can't solve my problems, why do I need you?
Yep.
So I come back, I tell him the things that were said. So Jojo and Grim?
But we don't have another option.
We do not. When the shit kicks off, we will need, at the very least, a distraction.
As long as they turn their
I would like to disable that potentiality first, but that's not a guarantee.
What if we offer them a bonus for no fatalities?
Calling the wrong people.
I don't
We're calling the wrong people. And, Roger, we're already 4,000 eddies in the hole on this job so far. If we
Yeah.
manage to get the sound equipment back, not destroyed by Maelstrom or taken by her security, we'll get something. You want to pay the Maelstrom? I think the way we can approach them with this is, hey, there's this thing happening, you can go wild. There'll be a bunch of security guys you can murderize, take some of their shit, they'll probably have cyberware. All we need from you is the guarantee that you don't kill us, kill Victor. Preferably leave the
Or
sound
the
equipment
band.
on. I can't guarantee that.
Sorry.
Hey, for all we know,
Narrating everybody.
for all we know, Jen has been affecting the others, and they're part of the.
That is true.
Not as part of it as we think they are. They're being manipulated too.
We don't have enough,
Oh, she keeps asking you to join.
Yeah.
so she likely has done something to them as well. If they
Part
had
of me
to.
wants to.
So,
Who wouldn't want to be with a thick bird going out on the road, living the dream of playing music against the corpos?
Until you get your hand smashed up and then now you're replaced with another person.
That was an unrelated incident.
Was it?
Are you sure this wasn't a setup to get you?
What, this whole thing?
No, this extra bit. The breaking of the guitar player's hand.
No, I don't think so. It's a bit much.
She knows who you play with. She knows Octo.
It was pure coincidence I was
Just do something.
that we were even there.
But
We might not have ever shown up.
she knows Octo is a true believer.
Oh,
and
well,
Octo
then-
plays for you.
if only I also played an instrument.
I don't know how much spread around that is. We've only been playing for a few weeks.
She can't incite a riot because we steal all of her things. 'Cause they come to our concert instead.
But if she's a big fan of yours, she would know who you play with now.
We need to get our band set up so we can do band things like that.
Why wouldn't she?
I don't know, maybe I'm being affected by this whole thing myself. I can't rule that out.
It's possible, I certainly am.
Getting too emotional, trying to protect it
We
too
all are
much.
being affected by it.
If only you knew someone reliably emotionless.
We do, but she's captured in the bloody...
And she's not emotionless anymore.
No, there's someone else.
Yeah, well, there is
Yeah.
someone else. I could call on someone a little, or at least seemingly less disposed to emotional reactions. Maybe she couldn't be swayed. She seems to be up for trouble.
Your new robot girlfriend.
Yes, my new robot girlfriend, as you call
Defend
her.
it 3000.
Knew it. I got all three of them. New robot and girlfriend. That's a hat trick, that is.
That means all three.
You was going to say that too.
I'll call Fleur. You guys handle the Jojo and Grim and any boys they choose to bring.
No, he doesn't deal with us.
Yeah, no, they don't.
It's
He
only
He deals
me.
with you.
How did I?
They should be in your contacts.
They are.
They're not in my contacts. I'll check. Hold
I
on.
don't think I've got them in mine either.
Emotionless corpo lady, multiple AIs. Frickin'
No, there is no
Maelstrom.
JoJo or Grim in mine, so I'm sorry, I can't call them.
All
Yeah,
right.
they're very specifically your friend.
I think I was me who gave them the money that.
Yes!
Yeah, weren't expecting that.
But I'll call Fleur first.
Yes.
You said you were always looking for trouble?
You have found some.
I have. Relating to our current predicament, and we're looking to kick off a little fun.
Oh,
You
I
may
see.
happen to be somewhat resistant to a potential side effect of the location.
Because
I have noticed you have somewhat of a lack of emotional response.
I have them.
Yes. But even if that should not prove to be the case, you could still be of use if you wish to partake. I'll explain the situation. But I will keep Sebastian and his information out of it.
If this is what I am offered, very well.
I'll owe you one.
I guess you're already doing her quest line now.
You should know we're also going to bring some maelstrom in. They will cause a ruckus, of course.
I'm not certain that this kind of music is up their alley.
No, but I don't think the music's what they'll be here for.
Very well.
We'll send you a time and a place.
As you wish.
Thanks. Jojo and Grim.
Oi! You've reached Jojo!
Yes, sir.
And Grim! We can't come to the phone right now. Who knows why? We might be dead. That'd be a turn up for the books.
Oh. Well, Jojo and Grim are off the table, unless they get back to me.
Did you leave a message?
No one leaves messages anymore.
I know.
And no one listens to them if you leave them. So.
But the
They just
is
call
a
back.
powerful tool, so it just prompts us like, this person called.
They just call back going, you called me? And it's just like, yeah, and I left the message, and now I just have to repeat myself.
Yep. I don't leave messages anymore, neither does anyone else.
No. I get really sus when someone leaves me a message.
Okay, so could we do this without any backup?
Well, we have Fleur.
Is she going to go in wearing nothing but ammo belts with dual-wielding machine guns? And
If you want that to be an option, you needed to tell her in advance.
She's expecting trouble, and given that she apparently wanders Night City looking for it, I'm sure she's capable. At least this brings us back up to a fourth.
A fifth.
Fifth?
you already invited Dia, didn't you?
I did tell you that.
Yeah.
Now that's backup.
Maybe we should just use her.
As long as she can't be, or doesn't get influence.
She does have inbuilt audio level dampeners, nasal filters, and low light UV.
Low light vision mode.
She basically is immune to flashbangs and gas.
I can. She'll be fine.
Because if it turns out to be not the case, Dib's not fighting her.
You don't get to pick.
I'd actually be more concerned about her listening to the song with me in it.
Maybe we should just get her to
Actually, you just said, rape time.
Psycho baller!
We should just get her to bust down the door, pick up Vector, and walk out with her.
If that's an option, then yes.
And
You're
how see
forgetting
it's
one
not
thing,
an option.
kid.
We filled the balls with a funnel.
Yeah.
That's how it's done.
I was actually going to say, diplomatic immunity.
Oh, fuck that shit.
No.
So that just leaves the matter of the tracker and whether we wish to insure ourselves in that manner.
I don't think we've got time to get a tracker and that.
We would have to pay more, and it's already a 580 price tag.
And that's.
Once they leave Night City, it's not like we can...
And if they are Miltech, they'll have they've got jammers.
It's possible. If they're just nomads, it might be safer, but who knows?
No bands are a good cover.
Yeah, it is. Well, in that case, I'm not sure what much more preparation we can do.
Well, it's how do we want to turn up?
It would be somewhat telling if we went in wearing armor jacks. Has the rain eased? No.
And you know she already knows you're, and knowing all that. So you just being part of the crowd's not going to fool anyone.
No, we are going to have to try and find an alternative entry method. He's hoping when she says that her security has them, that they have her on site.
get the fuck up. Simon says, get the fuck up. Throw your hands in the sky.